For a model intended to sell partly on easy-to-understand functionality, the e-tron has a lot of driving modes to contend with: EV, Auto, Hold and Charge. It defaults to the first and, as long as you stay shy of the kickdown or 80 miles per hour, will draw on the battery charge and electric motor exclusively, which it does well. There's almost no whine, and while an electric only 0 to 62 miles per hour time of 12.7 seconds isn't up to VW Golf or BMW i3 standards, it feels snappy enough around town. The intended natural state is auto mode, in which the e-tron efficiently juggles its power sources. This generally manifests itself as electric motor only up to around 40 miles per hour, at which point the petrol engine kicks in, simultaneously supplying further drive and slightly recharging the battery. Lift-off and the car decouples its transmission, allowing the A3 to coast to remarkably good effect. In this setting, we managed 65.2 miles per gallon over 25 miles of A road, B road and town driving. The motor and engine blend to generally good effect with only modest throttle inputs. There's an inevitable delay between coasting, motor pickup and internal combustion assistance, but it is tolerable, if a little inorganic. You can mitigate this by choosing when to switch between EV and charge modes. The process demands some button pushing and is less efficient, 49.8 miles per gallon over 25 miles, but does help to preserve battery life, largely by recouping power when it would otherwise be coasting. Drive without concern for the economy and the e-tron gets less well-mannered. That it manages 60 miles per hour in 7.9 seconds or achieves something approaching real vigor in kickdown mode is not in doubt, but try to push on in auto mode and, along with the aforementioned delay, you'll find the gearbox and its sluggishly bored ratios are ill-suited to higher revs. Click the shifter into its sport setting and things get livelier, but only because the drive management defaults into the hold mode in which the four-pot does all the work. Only by opting to change gear yourself will the electric motor and engine toil in tandem, and then it all becomes too much for the chassis. As a relative shortcoming, it isn't major. The generally sprightly e-tron is a generational triple jump ahead of the cloying progress made by some rivals. But for all its straight-line potential, this is still not a hybrid that really gratifies your impatience.